Welcome, Roar coaches. Thank you for your time and your effort. Today we are going to go over a couple skills and drills. We're hoping that this will help you to prepare for your practices. Next skill that we're going to be working on is shooting. We want to make sure that the ball is always in motion, placing the ball in front of us before we take the shot. We want to make sure that our planted foot is pointing to our target, which is the goal, not the goalie. Our chest is over the ball, knee is bent. We lock our ankles and follow through, landing on our shooting foot. Also to remember is placement over power. So this is a great skill you can use when teaching your players how to to shoot the ball. So if Hudson is my player, he's going to remember when he approaches, it doesn't have to be too far, he's just going to take a step planted foot next to the ball, okay? So we want to watch to make sure his foot's not too close, because then he would hit his foot when he's shooting it, okay? So he takes a good step, a good distance between the ball. His knee is bent, his chest is over the ball, and he's gonna point his toe as hard as he can, pointing out a little bit, okay? So he's gonna hit, there's a ball on the top of your foot, this bone, he wants to hit it there first when he strikes through, and he's gonna land on his shooting foot when he goes, okay? All right, so again, a coach could be down low so that they can see where the player steps and what part of the foot he's going to hit. So he's going to freeze, balancing, his knees bent, chest is over the ball. All right, and he's going to need to point his toe out a little bit more, and this bone on his foot is where he wants to strike the ball when he follows through. All right, so you can start again. All right, so he's going to step and strike through. You're going to go and follow through. So I will correct him if he makes a mistake. So again, his body's over the ball, and good. Want to make sure, one thing he can do a little better is get his chest over the ball a little more, because all the power from behind here in his legs, we want to come through the ball to get a lot of speed off the ball. So he just has to take one big lunge and strike it through. So when he approaches too, he doesn't want to be too straight or too far to the side. Just one step over. All right, and then he's going to step and strike through. And then as he gets better at shooting the ball, his goal is to aim for the corners, because the goalkeeper's in the middle of the goal. Good. And again, do you see he's following through on his shooting foot? So here, follow through, land on it, so all your power goes through the ball. Good job. Try to extend all the way through. Run. Good. Keeping the ball low. The lower the ball is, the harder for the goalkeeper to win it. If it rises, a goalkeeper can get it easier. Good job. Try and land a little bit more on that shooting foot. Come off the leg now and get more power you'll get. There you go. Good job. So as you get better and better, coach, you can notice if they're hitting the ball correctly or incorrectly. If he was hitting it underneath here, where would the ball go? It would go over the goal, right? Or if he was hitting it at the top, it would make a weird thud sound, and that means he didn't hit it with the bone of his foot, okay? So we can hear right now it pops really good because he's hitting it right in the back on the bone of his foot. Good. And so when they're doing this, you can ask your kid, the player, when they make a mistake, you could say, was your foot next to the ball? Was your body over the ball? You can ask them these things, and then they'll know next time. Foot planted next to the ball, chest over the ball, ankle locked, and then follow through, hitting the ball, the middle of the ball with the bone of your foot, and then landing on your shooting foot. And they'll get better and better at it. Alrighty? So try it one more time. So he approaches, and he follows through. Let's see if you can do it with your left foot.
Oh boy.
Same thing. You don't have to come that far. It only has to be like 2 steps. Yeah. So what did he do there? He got nervous and used the inside of his foot. So it's all based on your planted foot. Make sure you're really bending. Good. And then when you follow through with your toe, when you go to shoot, okay, keep it pointed until you land, because your toe there came up like this after you kicked the ball.
Yeah.
You want to keep it pointed so it hits that surface flat on. There you go. Do you hear? You could hear when it's a good hit and when it's not. And that's what you want your kids to identify when it's a nice pop instead of a toot thud. And make sure they practice both their right foot and their left foot. That was a good one. Alrighty.